Tube. I already know who it is, man. It's a kid. Road running. Just a quick check-in with y'all, you know what I mean? I've been trying to upload my videos, but I'm having issues doing so. You know what I mean? Having some problems uploading my videos. You know what I mean? I guess my phone's out of memory, so I can't really record more than like 2 or 3 minutes, which is pretty much useless to what I'm trying to convey in what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? It's pretty much useless. So I can't record pre-recorded videos until I get a next phone, which might be about the next week or two. But anywho, um, while we're here, I'm gonna just tell y'all what it is or what's going on. You know what I mean? So yeah, I know I've been back out here a week. You know what I mean? I'm loving it, of course. You know what I mean? This is what I do. You know what I mean? And about three or four loads. You know what I mean? Soldier it's up top, brother. As I say. So run about 3 or 4 loads. You know what I mean? Decent amount of mileage, not a lot. Sunshine Martin, big up yourself, Sunshine. Yeah, so glad to see you back in the driver's seat, fam. Appreciate you there, Jermaine Carter. I remember you had reached out to me, man. You're one of the real ones. I remember that. You had reached out to me way back before I even came on YouTube and told people what was going on, you know what I mean? So, respect, fam. Respect to that. But we back out here, you know what I mean? And us running, y'all know it's the company that I was leased onto that I'm back driving for as a company driver. As I always speak on building business relationships, you know what I mean? So that things like this can happen. If something were to happen or you were to fall off, as long as you and that person had a, how has it been, man? Boy, YXH in the building, I see you, fam. You know what I mean? As long as that business relationship was good, first it on me see you, brother. As long as our business relationship was good, you know what I mean, then, you know, you have the opportunity to go back, God forbid, if anything were to happen to you, like my situation, you know what I mean? So I'm grateful for that, forever grateful. Um, what she did for me in order for me to get my CDL back, not a lot of people that I know would have done that. So that speaks volumes about her character and how she views me as a person as well, you know what I mean? So, yeah, but been running. I'm on the load right now, going to Missouri. I'm in Indianapolis, Indiana right now. It's 51 degrees outside. Not bad at all. But I'm coming from Maine, and it's like 0 degrees up there at one point. Boy, it was cold. You know what I mean? So I'm glad I'm out of that. You know what I mean? It's been. I didn't get to. I wasn't in snow before I got my DUI because I got my DUI on October 30th. It didn't start snowing as yet, so you know what I mean. This for me was, you know what I mean, like a refresher, a snow course refresher. You know what I mean. Ice on the road, limited visibility when it's snowing. You can't see the white lines or the yellow line. You know what I mean. You just have to be driving very cautiously, very slowly, and to the best of your abilities. You know what I mean. But I enjoyed it. It was fun for me. You know what I mean. I like challenges. You know what I mean. I like to challenge myself, so it was fun for me, so yeah, I got a video. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all, this never ever, y'all smash that like button too, man. There's 7 of y'all here. Wait, I gotta tell y'all, this never happened to me before ever in my 2 years and 2 months of driving. You know what I mean? And when I was up there in Maine, right, I went to the shipper, right. So I got to the shipper, and I pulled into the yard. Bare snow everywhere. Like I said, it's snowing really bad up there right now. Really bad. If you're heading up that way, it's snowing really bad. I'm gonna tell you right now. So snow everywhere. At least like probably about a foot of snow on the ground, right? Why my phone keeps saying low battery and I got it on the charger? Don't do that, please. Yeah, but snowing really bad, right? So I pull into the yard, hop out of the truck, go check in right quick. They told me I'm at the wrong spot, so come back in the truck, start pressing the gas, throw in gear, start pressing the gas. I ain't going nowhere, you know what I mean? So I like, damn, you know what I mean? Try to back up a little bit, gain a little bit of traction, then pull forward, slap my differential lock on, so I lock my diffs, you know what I mean? So I got all four-wheel drive, push me through the snow, alright? So I get to where the docks are now, go check in again. They told me to back into a door. Got back out there, I'm stuck again. So Yo, so I'm stuck again, right? So I back up again a little bit, get a little bit of traction, start going forward. So I'm like, all right, I know I can't turn around right here, so I keep going all the way to the back of the place, way, way, way back, like probably a quarter mile on their property. You know what I mean? Worst mistake I ever made in my trucking career, boy. Worst mistake. You know what I mean? Worst ever mistake. I got back there. I was like, I didn't know how deep the snow was. You know what I mean? I was driving. You know what I mean? I had traction. I was moving. I just wanted to turn around and head back to go back into the dock. Worst mistake. I got stuck, boy. When I say I got stuck real good. You know what I mean? When I got out of the truck, you know what I mean? I couldn't go nowhere. Tires just spinning. You know what I mean? Four ways on, lock my diffs again. Tire just spinning, ain't going nowhere. And I ain't got no weight in the trailer because I'm obviously picking up a load, right? So I hop on the truck. I'm in like about 2 feet of snow. About 2 feet of snow I'm standing, you know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, I've tried my best to try to move again, still try to move. I realize that, hey, you ain't going nowhere, Rodon. You stuck right here, boy. So I'm like, alright, let me go call for help before I freeze to death out here, you know what I mean? So as I hop on the truck and I'm walking back a quarter mile now to go tell him that, hey, I'm stuck and whatever, I see the man that I checked in with, he's driving his van to come look for me because he realized that I ain't in the dock and I've been gone for a while, right? You know what I mean? So I hopped in his pickup, we went out there, you know what I mean? I told him, I'm like, hey man, I'm stuck, you know what I mean? So he had one of them snow plow thingies on the front of his truck, you know what I mean? I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about, that he used to clear the snow, whatever, roadway, whatever. He had one of those on his truck. It was like a Chevy Silverado or something, one of them, not the big Silverados, like the smaller ones. So he tried to clear a path for me in the snow where I could make a U-turn and shit. Then I slapped my tow hook on. He brought some chains out, tried to pull me out. You know what I mean? It ain't happening. It ain't happening at all. Nothing ain't budging one bit. You know what I mean? Not budging. So was there stuck for about an hour. You know what I mean? And then lucky thing they got a bulldozer on their property because they do some kind of excavation, mining, whatever type of work. You know what I mean? So they was fixing some holes on it before, you know what I mean? So he went and go got the bulldozer and they came back, hooked up to my tow hook, and even with the bulldozer, we still had problems getting me out of there, you know what I mean? It did eventually get me out of there, but we still had problems, you know what I mean? So that was a crazy experience for me, man, you know what I mean? Like I said, I got the video where I'm stuck in the snow, but for some reason my phone won't let me record footage, you know what I mean? Like, I guess my memory is full of some retarded phone, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get a new phone and I'll go home, but I can't record pre-recorded videos and upload because I had a few things I was supposed to get to y'all, you know what I mean? Jermaine Car, what city were you in, bro? I was in Caribou, Maine, Jermaine, you know what I mean? Right up there on the border of Canada. I was like 30-40 miles away from the crossing of Canada, border crossing of Canada, you know what I mean? So it's really bad up there, snowing. I got a video when I'm driving as well in the nighttime with snow on the road. I'll show that to y'all as well. Upload that as well. Those are like 1 minute videos, you know what I mean? But if I want to record like a 10 minute or longer video, I can't. The most I could, it probably let me do I see is like 3 minutes, which is useless, you know what I mean? But that was an experience, new experience for me, you know what I mean? And yeah, but also, like the title of the video said, I believe you are titled Instant Gratification. And I mean, instant gratification, for those who do not know what that means, you know what I mean? Basically, you want something to happen overnight, like that, you know what I mean? Instant gratification. You go to sleep, you wake up, and you're supposed to have everything you dreamed and wished for, you know what I mean? It doesn't work like that, you know what I mean? And I understand that in this day and age and society that we live in, you know, that's what people look for is instant gratification, you know what I mean? But they're overlooking what you can take time and patience to build and develop, you know what I mean? Just remember that Rome was not built in a day, nor the earth was not built in one day either. Just remember that, you know what I mean? So don't overlook what you can take time to achieve and accomplish versus just, I want it now, you know, I want it now. It doesn't work like that, you know what I mean? We wish it worked like that, but it really doesn't, you know what I mean? And some things from instant gratification I can understand as well. I could put myself in almost any situation, you know what I mean? Because I've been there and I done I done a lot of things in my past which I'm not really proud of. You know what I mean? It ain't really nothing to brag about either. Like, oh yeah, I used to sell dope, or hey yeah, I shot this nigga and I shot that nigga, or yeah, I used to pimp hoes, or I used to scam, or this and that. Ain't nothing to be really proud about. You feel me? You know what I mean? You did what you had to do then to whatever. You know what I mean? But when you start to grow, when you start to grow as a person, as an individual, you know what I mean, you come to the realization that, hey, this is not right what I'm doing, you know what I mean, and I can potentially go to jail or prison for years upon end for what I'm doing, you know what I mean, and if you if you if you're if you're cognitive of your surroundings and society, then you really don't want to be in jail or prison. I know I don't. You know what I mean? When I got arrested for my DUI, they locked me up for, I was in there for like 7 hours. You know what I mean? 7 hours. They talking about they was letting me sober up or whatever. You know what I mean? So I know I didn't need any bail or anything. So I believe I wasn't really that drunk. So I believe it was my tag on my car that really caused them to lock me up, and they just got lucky by seeing that I was probably a little bit tipsy. I wasn't stone cold face drunk like passed out or some shit. Nah, you know what I mean? The whole time I was in the holding cell, I wasn't even in a jail cell, I was in a holding cell. And the whole time I was there, I was just standing up, pacing back and forth, you know what I mean? Looking at the fucking clock, you know what I mean? Like, okay. I kept asking the wardens, hey, when y'all let me out, man? When y'all let me out? You know, like, oh, in a little bit, you know what I mean? So, it ain't a pretty place to go to, you know what I mean? It's cold as dirt in there, I tell you that, boy. It's cold as heck. What? That shit colder than a mofo in that shit, you know what I mean? So it ain't really nothing to brag about. I don't see anything in there that I want, you know what I mean? I don't know what other people see in jail or going to prison. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing in there for me, I'm sure of that. You know what I mean? But it did teach me a valuable lesson between that, my DUI, and the whole year I had to sit out not driving. It teach me a couple of lessons. You know what I mean? Life lessons, life changing lessons for that matter. You know what I mean? Like I said, I stopped drinking altogether. You know what I mean? I don't drink not even a beer. I don't even want it. I'm not interested. You know what I mean? You see, sometimes, like I always tell you, sometimes it takes for something to, like what I always tell you, I want something to click in your brain for y'all to go ahead and boom and act up on it. You know what I mean? My DUI clicked something in my brain as well that I had to act up on. You know what I mean? I wasn't saying that I wasn't like a hardcore drinker, like an alcoholic type shit. Yeah, I'd go out and have fun and have a few drinks. I mean, like an alcoholic, like I'm at home and like I need this, I need nah. I'm not that. You know what I mean? I go out like any other regular person to have fun. But after that, it clicked in my head, and you know what I mean? I'm like, I really don't need this. You know what I mean? I don't. You know what I mean? And it's been going on what, over a year now. I haven't drank. You know what I mean? I'm not missing anything. You know what I mean? So it's just for y'all to come to the realization of basically what y'all want, how y'all gonna go about it, the sacrifices you're willing to make. You know what I mean? Not saying that I probably will never drink again. Maybe I will once I stop trucking and whatever. You know what I mean? But for right now, I'm fine. I'm good just without it. You know what I mean? I'm fine just without it. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna reiterate what I said again though. What's it doing, bro? Oh. Don't don't overlook where you can take time to achieve, build, develop. You know what I mean? Don't look for the instant gratification. Yeah, that's the world we live in today. You know what I mean? And that instant gratification also can lead to a lot of health issues, mental health issues. You know what I mean? Anxiety, depression, stress. You know what I mean? Because if you have in your mind that, okay, I want this and I must have it by tomorrow or the next day, and you don't get it, then you're going to start feeling bad about yourself. You're going to start feeling down on yourself. You know what I mean? And that's not how it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like I said, do not overlook what you can take time to build and develop. You know what I mean? Don't. You know, I know, I seen an a fellow YouTube trucker yesterday mention what he said again about leasing or becoming an owner operator. You know what I mean? For me personally, it was something I believed within myself and what I wanted to do because of reasons that I told you. I wanted to learn the game as quick as possible and understand it. You know what I mean? Within my first year at Stevens, I gathered so much information, so much knowledge. You know what I mean? From just being there and paying attention to the system that's going on around me. From being on the road, seeing how we run the lanes, to being at the actual yard, Superstar Lee in the building, what's happening with you, you know what I mean? To actually being on the yard, speaking with dispatchers, driver managers, all of that good stuff, drivers, you know what I mean? I learned and gathered a lot of information, you know what I mean? So that's why I know what I know, and I'm able to come and share with y'all and be able to help y'all, you know what I mean? Regardless, the only thing I said I don't really know about in this trucking game really is the authority side. I know how to go about getting it, but the back office part of it, I'm not really going to touch on because I don't really know about all that. Anything owned, lease operated, owner operated, whatever, you're leased onto a carrier, you're running under their MC or DOT number, you can ask me anything about that, you know what I mean? I can tell you anything. IFTAs, fuel taxes, 2290s, anything regarding that, you know what I mean? It's all up here because why? I had a belief and a vision. You know, I know what I wanted, and I was willing to do whatever it took to get there, to achieve it. You know what I mean? So for me, my DUI was just basically a minor setback for a major comeback. You know what I mean? It basically wasn't time yet. You know what I mean? I have a vision of changing the game. You know what I mean? Most of the bigger YouTube truckers than myself, they can do it right now, but there's no unity within them, you know what I mean? And I have a small team that I'm trying to build right now, a small, very small circle, you know what I mean? I'm trying to educate them and teach them more about the game, you know what I mean? And once they come out here and start doing what they need to do, you're gonna see we're gonna take this shit over. We're gonna make a change. We're gonna put our footprints in this trucking game. Y'all just remember Road when I told y'all that this day of the 24th of November 2018. I just remember that. God's willing, I live. Just remember, we're going to put a footprint in this game. You know what I mean? Because I said it's all up here. You know what I mean? It ain't as hard as they make it seem. If you were dedicated to the thing and you want to really learn it, then that's all it is, man, really. You know what I mean? Dedication. Like I told y'all before, I'm willing to outwork anybody. I don't care who you are. I'm willing to outwork anybody. You know what I mean? My work ethic stands for what it is. You know what I mean? Yay. So, oh yeah. Soldier Rickets. Oh yes, which is right, no birthday. You don't, it's my son's birthday too. Oh, your son's birthday, big up the young blood, you know what I mean? Happy Earth Strong to the young blood, you know what I mean? The future generations. You know what I mean? So, yay. But don't overlook what you can take time to build and develop. You know what I mean? Forget the instant gratification. The only instant gratification that I truly believe in, and it ain't even really believing in it, but the only one that I truly believe in is the lottery. You know what I mean? If you buy a ticket and you win it, then okay, yeah, you're a millionaire tomorrow. You know what I mean? Cool. You know what I mean? But don't really come out here, or any aspect of life or job, career, path that you're taking. Bro, I won't lie, if it wasn't for Marvin, our bad paperwork stuff, I'd be Lisa, I'll tell you a lot of work, bro, on top of the driving. Yeah, you know what I mean, absolutely, Jeremy, you're absolutely right about that, you know what I mean, you got the factoring of your loads, you know what I mean, once you run a trip, you got to send it into your factoring company to get paid, all that, you got to be booking the loads, you know what I mean, taxes and all of that good stuff, you know what I mean, so it's a lot of work, like you said, man. You know what I mean? It is. You know what I mean? And for a single truck, single owner operator, you know what I mean? Full on owner operator, you know what I mean? I guess that's what you're doing. Then yes, it can be absolutely difficult. You know what I mean? It can be difficult. You know what I mean? So it's good that you have somebody that's taking care of that stuff for you. She says she books my loads too. Now I always book my own loads now. I say, you know, we run road, left stamping on the streets, which is right, you know, fuzzy that is. Me, I say, Jermaine car, yeah, she books my loads too. Yeah, you know what I mean? As long as you teach her, you know, Jermaine, negotiating, how to negotiate, you know what I mean, how to talk to the brokers regarding, because there's a certain way you talk to brokers in order to get loads, you know what I mean? Like, I believe that's why this guy about to run me over. You ain't run me over, you gonna hit my truck, man? Oh. So there's a certain way that you talk to brokers, you know what I mean? Certain things you say to them in order to get the maximum profit off of loads. You know what I mean? That's I believe like a lot of these YouTube truckers. I'm gonna call name as well. Like Trucker Brown or Lotion, and them if they ain't booking their own loads, that's probably why. You know what I mean? Because they probably don't. I seen Lotion used to book loads before that. They're probably not as competent as they should be. You know what I mean? Most of them are complacent with having people book their own loads for them. You know what I mean? The broker. The, remember the broker. Your broker is basically gonna get a percentage of what the load pays, right? So he don't care. He could care less. You know what I mean? He know. Alright, say a load paying $100. You know what I mean? He getting like 10% of that. That's $10. You know what I mean? He see that, boom, it's over here. Alright, boom. He gonna book that for you. You know what I mean? He could care less. You know what I mean? He getting his 10%. You could have the rest of it. You know what I mean? That's, you could go ahead and whatever you have to take here, whatever fuel, all that, whatever. He don't care. You know what I mean? If you're booking your own loads now, then you have the potential to go ahead and, like I said, negotiate more. You're possibly able to get an extra $250 up to $1,000. I've seen it myself. I've booked loads for myself where I've gotten an extra $1,000 on top of the rate that they posted it for. You know what I mean? So there's a certain way that you talk to the brokers and go about handling business. You know what I mean? There's certain keywords that you use as well when communicating with brokers. You know what I mean? So they understand that, okay, alright, I'm not dealing with just the average Joe. You know what I mean? This driver knows the industry, knows what he's doing, and yada yada yada. You know what I mean? So yeah, but I've been rambling on going on 22 minutes. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all for rocking out with me. You know what I mean? Hope y'all took something from the message, like I said. You know what I mean? So yeah, but I'm probably gonna have to be doing this nothing but live videos until I go home. Cause like I said, my phone won't let me record pre-recorded videos. You know what I mean? So I have to just go live, and I'm gonna let the video stay up, of course, cause I got what I was trying to say across. You know what I mean? But I can't do pre-recorded videos. I'm gonna drop the video where I was stuck in the snow. I'm gonna drop this too, and then I'm gonna upload the video where I was stuck in the snow after it. You know what I mean? So yeah. But y'all just remember, man, any day above ground is a good day because you have the opportunity to change what happens tomorrow. However, if you are 6'6" beneath the ground, that's it. You know what I mean? A wise man once said, the richest place in the world, that's in the graveyard. Because that's where dreams and ideas go to die. Also, remember, new topic of discussion. Never overlook where you can take time and effort and patience to build and develop. Forget the instant gratification stuff, man. Time, patience, dedication. The triple D's, like I spoke about for y'all that have been here from the jump. Determination, discipline, determination, discipline, and dedication. You know what I mean? The triple D's. Y'all remember that. You know what I mean? Go, hey, it's a boy road under the kid saying, yo, I'm gone. Y'all stay safe out there, drivers. Come on.